Spoon theory is a form of energy rationing for chronic fatigue. Chronic fatigue is a constant companion for those with chronic fatigue syndrome, which is called an invisible illness because you can't see the symptoms, but they are debilitating. People with chronic fatigue can't always live an ordinary life because they're haunted by an exhaustion that just never goes away. I have chronic fatigue syndrome. I developed an autoimmune disorder a few years ago, and it's real weird to go from being a type A, highly productive person with an American work ethic, to being someone who has to schedule naps into his day or his body falls apart. So spoon theory has been really helpful for me in navigating this transition. And spoon theory was a term coined by Christine Miserandino in a 2003 essay on her blog. And she tells the story of being out to lunch with one of her friends. She took out medication for lupus, which was an autoimmune disorder that she has. And her friend said, "What's it like having lupus? What's it really like?" And so Christine looked around the diner table where they were, and she picked up all the spoons. And she handed a handful of spoons to her friend, and she says, "These are your energy rations. And anytime you do something in a day, it costs you one spoon. And once you're out of spoons for the day, you're out of energy and you can't do anything else that day." And so she walked through a typical day with her friend. I get up in the morning, I take a shower, that's one spoon. I make breakfast, that's another spoon. If you get a flat tire on the way to work, then that costs spoons that you were planning to use later that day. And at some point in the day, you have to look at your available spoons and often decide what doesn't get done. Having a chronic illness made me ruthless about my priorities, because now I get to the end of the day and I just don't have enough, or the middle of the day, and I don't have enough energy to do all the things I had planned to do. So I have to count my spoons and decide what's really worth it. So spoon theory has been very helpful for me in rationing my own energy. I hope that it's helpful for you in getting through the day and getting as much done as you can. But if you do have chronic fatigue and you've got to ration your energy and you're not able to do everything that normal people can do, I want you to be a little forgiving with yourself, because this is a game, just like any other game we play. And how well you play this game determines what you win.